and sweet. That's a hard act to follow. I wasn't prepared to speak because I didn't want to take away from Mr. Williams, as I told you earlier. My name is Dennis Oxendine. I'll be running for the school board in District 11 and 12. Yes, I am a Democrat, and I know that the majority of the people in here are Republicans. But at the end of the day, I don't care what political party you have or what you agree with. If it's about our children, then I'm going to promote it. And I was speaking to Mr. Williams about that earlier. I did not know that you had to announce your political affiliations as of November of last year. I think it's when the bill passed. To me, that makes absolutely no sense because we're trying to help our kids come together and not bully one another. And so being a Republican, being a Democrat absolutely makes no sense to me. But that's what we've come to, so therefore I had to make my decision. I made my choice. One of the biggest things that I want to promote as far as trying to make the school board, and you had touched it as well, me coming from, I'm not from Morristown. My family is the Treats family. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I come here from Atlanta, Johnson City. I raised my daughter by myself, Miss Gwen Holden. We're neighbors for years. I've been raising my daughter. Actually, we come here, Mr. Wayne, you bought her a piece of pie. She always remembers that. But I've been a single parent father since she was 4 years old. So I've been to PTA meetings, I've been to school boards, I've been to all the things that are necessary to make sure children are successful. And I'm sitting there braiding hair, but I'm trying to watch ESPN and try to stay in touch with my masculine side. You know, I understand that. I understand that. But it is important that our children have a voice. I want to be the voice for the voiceless. I've understood that not every time I went to the counselor's office that the person sitting across the desk could not relate to what I've been through. The hard times that I've been through, been poor. But it's not a secret. Now my mom, she's a doctor now. She came out of poverty. She had nothing. We've had nothing. She's walked to work. If you've ever been in Jonesboro, if you know where the Red Barn is, she walked from there to Johnson City Medical Hospital without a car. She did that for 2 months to put food on the table. So I come from a hard-working, a hard-earned family, if you will. Miss Gwen has met my family several times, and so that has spilled over into me and my sister. I did not intend on running for a political seat. I intend on being a representation for Hamblen County. I have a lot of roots here. Again, my family's from here. We've had successful business owners. My grandfather was the first African American to own his own gas station. Ralph Tracy owned the Gulf gas station. Chester Joe down on Main Street. If you guys ever remember that name, he was a successful mechanic. That's my uncle. So success runs in my family, so I'm just trying to carry that burden now and continue to pass it on to my daughter. And that's one of the reasons why I'm running for school board in District 11 and 12. And I commend this young man because I told him when I was his age, it was not on my mind to be running for a school board. So once again, Mr. Williams, I commend you for that. And continue to fight regardless. If you don't win the battle, still try to win the war. And the war is focusing on the kids, focus on what's important. Again, I know that we're talking about Democrats and Republicans and who's right and who's wrong, but when it comes to our children, when it comes to that young lady over there, I could care less if her mother was a Republican or a Democrat or an independent. It's just something that I can do to help that child succeed. To me, that is the bottom line. The bottom line, just like money. We're talking about money. We're talking about jails. We're talking about doing things and this, that, and the other. But mental health is serious. I mean, look at this, the athletes that are stepping away from million-dollar contracts because their mind is not right. They have the resources. Our poor children does not have the resources. So if they continue to carry that burden, they turn to sex, they turn to drugs, they turn to alcohol, they turn to things that are not conclusive to what they need to be successful in life, and they drop out of school. They take it out on their parents. They run away and do senseless things, and then we as parents, we're staying up all night worrying about it. So in order to combat mental health, we have to have the correct people in place that can provide that type of resource. I know for a fact that I've needed help in my life. I've not always been a deacon. I am a deacon at my local church, but I've not always been a deacon. I've made poor decisions. I've made bad choices. But thank God He woke me up this morning and gave me another chance, and He gave me another choice. And so what I do with that chance, what I do with that choice, that makes a difference who I am. And that's why I try to tell my daughter, being average will get you nowhere in life. You have to succeed. You have to be above and go above and beyond each and every day. So I thank you guys for allowing me to come speak. Once again, Mr. Weems, my hat goes off to you, because even though we may have different political views, I'll still support you, because as yesterday, I seen his signs yesterday. I was traveling to a church out there in St. Clair, and it just so happened Miss Gwen invited me, and I said, seen this young man's signs out there. And I said, man, that's the young man that I'm going to speak. Then all of a sudden, I was asked to speak tonight. But that's okay, though. It doesn't matter, because it's not about me. You know, my name may be on the ballot, but it's my community that will be in the race. Thank you, guys.